Hello, amazing online crew. How is everybody? So, if I was to ask you, what is the biggest thing holding you back in your network marketing business? What would you say to me? Let me know. I want to know what you think is the biggest thing that holds you back in growing your business. So let me know. Let me know. How is everybody? It is awesome to be here live with our amazing online crew community here. If we haven't met before, my name is Helen Martin and I am your online crew captain. I am here to serve our amazing online crew community here of home-based business owners, entrepreneurs, people building a business from home, trying to attract people to them, because no one really wants to chase anybody to buy anything off them. No one wants to convince anybody to join them in our businesses. We truly want to attract people online. So that's what we do here. But the very first video of the week, I talk about something to do with personal development and personal growth, because you are the key to your success. It's not an online funnel. It's not a Facebook group. It's not a Facebook ad. It's none of that stuff. Some of that stuff might help you, but it is not going to make you successful. What is the only thing that's going to make you successful? It is you. And that's what we are focusing on this week in the community here. And I've got an amazing training in our online crew coaching community this week regarding fighting your fears regarding the network marketing industry. So it's going to be really, really beneficial for those that you feel that something's holding you back in some way and you're just not getting the results that you really want in the industry. You're at the brink of giving up, or you feel like you're beating your head against a brick wall and things aren't just happening as fast as you would like them to happen. If that's you, let me know. But I'm really intrigued to know what you think the number one thing is that holds you back in this industry. So let me know. I'll say hello to some of you guys in a second. I just did want to let you know, guys, tomorrow's live, for those of you that join me regularly, I will be an hour and a half earlier than I normally am. So I've got to go live, I've got to host a webinar, and then we'll go into day one of the boot camp tomorrow, okay, in the coaching community. So just letting you guys know, I'll be live an hour and a half earlier tomorrow here. People in the UK love that because it's earlier in the evening. Lots of people overseas, you guys love it too when I go a little bit earlier. So I'm just letting you know that in advance. So who is here? Did you have a great weekend? I mean, it's Tuesday morning where I am in Australia, but it would be Monday night in other parts of the world. Did you have a good weekend? Side note, I had a shocking weekend, just to let you know. I had a migraine for 2 days. I don't know if any of you guys picked it, but my live, which would have been Saturday morning for me, would have been Friday night for a lot of you. I had the worst headache. And I was trying to open my eyes on the live to try to not let it show, but my head was going bang, 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 bang when I was doing that live. And it just got worse. But it's gone. I feel good. Into a great week. So we got awesome stuff for you this week. Hello, Crystal. How are you? Great to see you on. Crystal's a life member in our coaching community. Good morning, Cynthia, in your part of the world, which is the same as my part of the world. So good morning to you. Hello, Mel. You would say yourself is the number one thing holding you back. Okay, thanks, Mel. You look amazing as always, Helen. Well, I'm feeling more human, but let's see how the week plays out, guys, because I've just started a 7-day detox today. No coffee, no alcohol, no wheat, no sugar, no salt, no meat. There's a whole lot of no's in there. So I just started this morning. So let's see how we go during the week. Last time I did this a few weeks ago, I got a really bad headache within the first few days. So we'll see how we go. But feeling good at the moment. Hey, Deborah, good to see you on. Good morning, Judy and Bob. How are you feeling, Judy? You recovering well? Hello, Steph. What holds me back is me letting things interrupt. Got to quit looking at those messages first. Laugh out loud. I'm getting better working on my DMO. That's all part of it, working on a DMO. So thanks for sharing. Hey, Megan, good to see you on. Hello, Beth. How are you? Oh, where did everyone go? There you are. Hello, Olive. Great to see you on. You're teaching Plus my efforts equals success. I like that, Ford. Well said. Fear is the number one thing that holds Beth back. Yes, sounds like me. Excited for this boot camp. Hello, Edith. How are you? Busy week. Yes. Hi, Heather. Great to see you on. Hey, Rick. If anyone is new to our community, please let us know so we can give you the warmest welcome here. We just support everybody here building a business online. You may have this many skills. You may have this many skills. It doesn't matter. We're all here trying to do the same thing. So let us know if you're new to our community so we can give you a big shout out. Definitely mindset and staying positive, motivated and persistence is essential for success. Yes, I agree, Heather. Hello, Dolores. Lovely to see you here. I am with you, Helen. I started yesterday, so headache has started this morning. Already, Megan. Wow. A long week to go then. Hi, Mike. How are you? We hold ourselves back. We allow others to disqualify us, and then we disqualify ourselves. So I just want to share with you guys, people overlook this. People won't even watch this video because they've seen the heading and they're like, I don't need to know about this. This is the most important thing in your entire business. As I said at the beginning of the video, it's not an online funnel. It's not even a Facebook ad. Those of you doing Facebook advertising, it's not the next shiny object syndrome, all the things that you look at on Facebook or social media and think, oh, that's the next best thing. Oh, I'm going to build through a Facebook group. Oh, I'm going to get into bots. Oh, I'm going to do Facebook ads and all this shiny object syndrome. And that's what you think is going to make you successful. None of that. Well, it does matter because those things can help. But the only thing that's really going to make you successful is you. And the number one thing that holds people back is leadership development and personal growth. They go hand in hand. Leadership development and personal growth, because when you learn to be a leader, you're growing. Most people fail in this industry because they're not willing to go through the growth that you need to go through to be successful in this industry. Because you know what? It's painful. It hurts. It's ugly. It challenges your beliefs. It challenges your self-esteem. It means you need to get outside your comfort zone. And honestly, most people are not willing to go there. People are waiting for success to become a leader. It doesn't work that way, guys. People will often say things like just think about this in life. Oh, I'm a little bit embarrassed to go to the gym because I'm too big. So I'll wait till I lose a few pounds and then I'll go to the gym. Or when I get a bit more money, I'll buy that training. Like, it's all backwards. Like, you need to go to the gym now. You need to pay for the training now to get the skill, to get where you need to go. You need to step into a leader now so you can get the personal growth to do the things that you need to do. Because most people are learning, well, they're stuck in learning mode. They're getting ready to get ready. Oh, I just need to know a little bit more about social media. I need to learn a little bit more about attraction marketing. I need to learn a little bit more about Facebook advertising, those kind of things. You're stuck in learning mode, and that just gets you into overwhelm because then you're looking at too much stuff. The way Facebook works, the more stuff you look at, the more Facebook sends you. So now you're getting sent this, and now you're over there. Squirrel moment over there. Now you're buying this. Now you're buying that, looking for the next best thing that's going to make you successful. So where are you guys at the leadership phase? Are you just in the beginning, or have you had some success? How you know this, guys, is whether you've built a team yourself. Have you recruited and duplicated within your team and had some success? If you haven't yet, the only person you need to lead at the moment is yourself. And you need to step into being a leader for yourself. Lead yourself, because if you haven't had success yet in building a team and leading people, then how do you expect to lead a team if you haven't had success yourself? So we get stuck in this, oh, I need to learn this before I go and do that. I need to learn some social media skills before I go on Facebook. I need to learn some scripts before I go and message anybody in Messenger. So we're getting ready to get ready to take the action that we need. So the number one thing that sets most people up for failure is your leadership development and personal growth, because most people aren't willing to go through the growth. Because you know where growth comes from, guys? Failure, the no's, the setbacks, the disappointments. And that doesn't feel good. And when things don't feel good, we don't want to do them. But that's where you grow and become the leader that you need to be to have success in the industry. Because most people are getting ready to get ready, and they're not taking the action that they need, that they know might actually lead to failure. Make sense? Now, if you're at those beginning phases of leadership, guess what the two biggest things are that stops people moving forward when you're at that beginning, let's say phase 1 leader. You're just needing to learn to lead yourself before you lead anybody else, because you're not doing the things that you know you need to do, let alone lead anybody else in your team if you bring them in. The two biggest things that hold phase 1 leaders, which could be you, if you haven't built a substantial, successful team yet, you're a phase 1 leader. You're learning to lead yourself before you can learn to lead others. The two biggest things that hold phase 1 leaders back is fear and overwhelm. Can you relate? Do you have fear, and do you often have overwhelm? Now, if you've got one of those two things, guess what happens? Then you get stuck. What's the outcome of when you get stuck? You don't take the action you know you need to take because of the fear and the overwhelm. It's a vicious cycle, guys. But most people fail in network marketing because they're not willing to go through the growth. Pain is growth. Failures are growth. But failures aren't bad. Failures are just lessons. It's actually impossible for everyone that you approach or talk to you about your business, for everyone to say yes. There are always going to be people that say no. Always. But people go to water when people say no. It's like, hang on a minute. You're in an industry where it's actually impossible for everyone to say yes. People are going to say no. So why do you go to water when people say no, when it's all part of the journey and all part of the growth that's necessary for you to become the leader that you need to be successful in this industry? If you don't learn to become a leader, if you don't take the action that you know you need to take, that you are so scared of taking, you're not going to be successful in this industry. It's just the way it is. So we got to fight the fear. We got to manage the overwhelm. Well, what's fear, guys? Fear is a really strange thing, because you know what fear is? Fear is just an imagined outcome from an action that you're going to take. So fear is, it hasn't even happened yet. It's an imagined outcome from something that you need to go and do. Why don't you go and bungee jump? Because you've got a fear that the cord might break. So you've got an imagined outcome of an action you haven't even taken yet. Fear regarding talking to people about your business. Where does the fear come from? You're fearful that somebody's going to say no. Oh, hello. No's are a huge part of our industry, part of our business. It's impossible for 100% of people to say yes to you. So it's all part of the journey. But you've got this imagined fear that somebody's going to say something or think of you in a different light or put you down or criticize you for something that you haven't even done yet. Isn't that just weird when you really think about it? Fear is an imagined outcome of an action that you haven't even taken yet. You haven't even done it yet, but you're already imagining that you're going to fail. You're already imagining that somebody's going to say no. You're already imagining that somebody's going to think less of you for even asking. So this fear thing is massive, because that's what's holding you back. Fear and overwhelm. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to bring it up in conversation, about your business. That's all overwhelm. So the combination between fear and overwhelm in a phase 1 leader, well, we're all headed for disaster. How about we give up now? Not the case, guys. You've just got to realize that these things are reality, and this is why most people fail in our industry. It makes sense when you look at it that way, doesn't it? And it's just weird when you actually think about what fear actually really is. It's not even reality yet. It's you're imagining a negative response to something that you haven't even gone and done yet. So we can manage fear and we can manage overwhelm. And these are the kinds of things that I'm going to go through in the boot camp this week in the coaching community. If you don't have this sorted out, guys, it's going to be very hard for you to be successful in this industry. Now, I'm not saying I have all the answers, but this is something that I've worked through a lot in the last few years, and I can share with you my learnings, which is what I'm going to do over the next 3 days in our online crew coaching boot camp. All the details up or above in the description. If you're not in our coaching community, you can get in there for $1 and have a look around for 3 days. Have a look at the $5,000+ worth of training that is already in there that you get access to. Like where are my online crew coaching members? Put the cruise ship down, guys. That's a symbol for those guys, or the anchor if you're a live member. This is something that you should be working on before you work on social media, before you work on an advertising funnel, before you work out how to do Facebook ads. You need to sort yourself out before you go and do any of that stuff. This is stuff that you should be working on all the time, because most of you are not successful in this industry yet, basically because you haven't failed enough yet. You haven't allowed yourself to fail enough yet. Now, we get 2 answers in this industry: yes to a customer or joining you in your business, or no. And the way that you should look at this is yes is awesome. It helps build your business. No is just learning. It's not a failure. It's learning how to do it better next time, and it builds you. So yeses builds your business. No's build you. And that's the way we really want to look at this. So how do we build you? How do we fight the fear? How do we build your belief? How do we manage this roller coaster of emotions? That's all the stuff that I'm going to go through in the next 3 days in the boot camp. So it's fighting your fear and, you know, everything that goes with this industry. Because if you can't fight the fear, if you can't manage your overwhelm, you're going to stay stuck. You're going to stay stuck. And it's unfortunate that most people won't allow themselves to fail because of the fear, but you need to fail to grow. You need to get the no's to help you grow. And you need to build the belief that the industry that you are in, this is an amazing industry to be in, guys. Amazing. But it's not easy. If it was easy, everybody would do it and everybody would be making tons of money. But it doesn't mean it's difficult. You've just got to have the guts, the determination, the drive, and, fight through the fear to get what it is that you want to achieve. Unless you're willing to make yourself uncomfortable, fight through the fear, talk to people that scare the hell out of you. Do things that you have no idea how to do. Go live on Facebook when you are so nervous that your palms are sweaty, you're beating up with sweat, but you just fight through it and do it anyway. You've got to continuously do these things that you are fearful of, which, remember, is only an imagined outcome from something you haven't even done yet. That's all fear is, an imagined outcome for an action you haven't even taken. So let's learn to manage that, okay? Because unless you do, you're going to hold yourself back and you will be in this industry for years to come and wonder why you've made no progress. It's because you haven't worked out you yet. You haven't got that belief in this industry. You haven't fought through the fear of talking to people or messaging people or just doing things anyway, even if you don't really know how. We can't attach ourselves to the outcome. That's what fear is. You attach yourself to the outcome. Oh, they're going to say no. So what? Not everyone's going to say yes. If you come into this industry expecting that everyone's going to say yes, then you might want to go into a different industry, because that's not how our world works here. So you just got to have enough leadership skills and belief and, fighting through all the fears that hold you back. Am I making sense, guys? It's simple on the surface of it. It's not simple in reality. I'm no different to you. I have my own fears. I hold myself back all the time. It's always a work in progress. You're not going to go through this 3-day boot camp in the next 3 days and you're going to be cured. It takes work, guys. But are you willing to do the work? How badly do you want to be successful in this industry? How badly do you want it? How badly do you want to build a legacy for your family and your kids? If that really means something to you, then you got a lot of work to do. And it comes down to you. Again, it's not a funnel. It's not a Facebook ad. It's not a shiny object syndrome that you buy to make you successful. You make you successful. Nobody else is going to make me successful but me. Not a mentor, not an upline, not a downline. People leave companies because they blame it on their mentor. I didn't have good leadership in the company. My mentor didn't support me. The product range wasn't good enough. Like, people jump from company to company to company to company over and over and over again and don't have any different results, because it's not to do with that. It's to do with you. It doesn't matter what company you're in, what products they're selling. If you're going to be successful, you can go to any company and be successful. So, in saying that, there'll be products that resonate with you more and leaders that will resonate with you more and all those kind of things. So there are valid reasons in there, but jumping companies isn't going to be the silver bullet to make you successful. You are the one that's going to make you successful. And I'm sure there's a lot of you sitting here right now knowing that you need to grow. So leadership skills and personal growth is absolutely essential to being successful in this industry. So fighting through the fear, building your belief, even balancing this whole social media thing with life. I've really struggled with that, to be honest with you guys, because it's 24/7. I'm in Australia. A lot of my audience are overseas. I wake up to just message on message on message on message. It's hard to manage sometimes. But unless we look after ourselves, let me put it to this way. When you feel good about yourself, do you feel better about doing things in your business? I bet you do. When you feel crap about yourself, when you have really low self-esteem and you're having a shit time, how enthusiastic are you about building your business? I bet you're not. So even ourselves, how we, our outlook, our physical being, just the way we show up every day, your frame of mind, your mental, capacity for this industry, all of that, it plays a massive part in being successful in this industry. So if you're down on yourself, if you hate the way you look, if you hate the way you feel, you wake up in the morning and you're sluggish and you just feel like crap, your business is probably a little bit crap as well. It's all related, guys, but it all comes down to you, your outlook, your personality, your frame of mind, what you say to yourself every day, how you talk yourself out of fear, and how much you're willing to push yourself to go to that uncomfortable zone to grow, to become the leader you need to be for yourself first. You need to lead yourself first before you can lead anybody else. If I gave you a downline of 50 people right now, I recruited 50 people and gave them to you in your downline right now, it doesn't make you a leader at all. Your business might be growing, but you're not growing. You need to learn to grow into being a leader, and you need the pain and the suffering and the hurt and the trials and tribulations to help you grow to be into that person that you need to be deserving of a successful business. Hitting on any home truths here, guys? Frustration tends to hold me back and not getting the results I want. So you've got to make those results happen, Heather. So we've got to overcome the frustration and really look in the mirror and say, what do I need to do to get results? We need to strip things back sometimes to move 10 steps forward. Okay, so you might have to go back 20 steps to go forward 10. You know what I mean? I've had shiny object syndrome. I think we all have, Edith. I still get it. I'm still guilty of that sometimes because I want to learn it all to bring it to you guys. So when I see something new and, I want to know what's going on, ooh, perhaps I'll have a look at that. I talked about using our brain as a health bank account. We can deposit more into our health, or we can continue to have withdrawals from our health account. With the words we speak, the things we do, what we focus on, what we allow. We are in so much more control than what we think, yet so many people in this industry blame it on external things. It's my upline, they don't support me. Like, my mentor is not a good mentor. My team aren't doing anything, so you blame it on the team. You blame it on money. You blame it on all external things. But those things are just excuses at the end of the day. An upline or a mentor can't make you successful. It's up to you to make yourself successful. So there's lots of excuses, and people believe their own excuses. So this is something we really, really have to check in with, and why I'm concentrating on it this week in our coaching community, because I want to equip you guys with more skills and ideas on how to manage this, because it's just that important to your success in this industry. Wow, this is an eye-opener. Okay, interesting. I'm now a certified holistic health coach. Woohoo, Crystal, well done. And I'm constantly working on me to the best version of myself. While I'm doing that, I'm slowly building a clientele. Amazing, Crystal, well done. Makes a ton of sense. I can relate. Yes, fear and overwhelm. We need to fail forward. Yes, I have some fear and overwhelm. It makes total sense. Fear can be crippling. Absolutely, Edith. And this, just remember what it is. It's an imagined response to an action we haven't even taken yet. So when you really strip it back, it's like, that's ridiculous. But that's what holds us back. We're fearful of what's going to happen, and it hasn't even happened yet. So when you put some things into perspective, we can deal with things a little bit better. So these are some of the things that I want to equip you guys with in the boot camp. Hey, Emma, how are you? Absolutely. If any of you have seen this before in trainings, FEAR, the acronym FEAR, it's false evidence appearing real. That's exactly what it is. It's false evidence. We're already talking ourselves into an outcome, and it appears real to us, but you haven't even taken the action yet to get the result. So it's false evidence appearing real. So interesting stuff. All the boot camps are amazing, so worth it. Thank you, Olive. I appreciate that. Dolores, fear of negative consequences either for failing to succeed or achieving success. The pattern can prevent us from starting and or finishing projects. Absolutely. We don't take the action we know we need to take because we're already fearful of something we haven't done. It's like, is that not us about, you know what I mean? I won't go there. Beth, I just said that to someone today. I'm not ready to put money behind ads because I need to be better myself first. It's all a sequence. Ads can help, but you got to know what you're doing. But ads aren't going to save you. It's you that makes you successful. Happy to be here today, Helen. Awesome, Donna. So so true. We are always learning. Yes, it resonates with me and looking forward to the boot camp. Yes, my mood affects what I do. Doing the plank and push-ups challenge daily forces me to lift my mood and helps my day start right. So physical exercise helps, Mike. Just little things like that. It's just, doing planks and push-ups and stuff like, the endorphins that go from that. So, I'm not going to sort of go on. I could, but just remember the yeses build your business, but the no's actually build you, and that's okay. We actually need to fail forward and have more failure to be more successful. No one that you really look at that's really successful has got there by all yeses. They've had so many no's along the way. They've had so many obstacles along the way. We just don't see that side of it. We look at people and go, oh, they're so successful. They're so lucky. Or look at how many people they have on their video and how much engagement and interaction they get. Nobody's watching my videos. Or how can they recruit so many people in their team? I wish I could do that. And we sit there wishing and wanting, and yet we just need to take the action that we're fearful of taking. So we need to work through this stuff all the time. It's not going to change overnight. There's lots of things that you need to work on regarding your belief. It could be stuff from your past that holds you back and you're still holding on to that, playing the victim. Sometimes you don't even realize you do it. You've got things buried in your subconscious that hold you back and you're not even realizing it until we talk about stuff like this and it comes to the surface going, man, I need to let go of that. That was something that happened years ago. It doesn't have to define who I am now. I need to move on. And you make a conscious decision to move on and move forward and let the scary things happen so you can grow and become the leader you need to be in this industry. So if any of you need help in growing, building your belief, pushing through, the fear, managing the overwhelm, then please come and join us in our online crew coaching community this week for the next 3 days. So I go live in there straight after these lives, like in 15 minutes time tomorrow. That's when I'll be doing day 1. We go for about an hour or 2, depending how the conversation goes on those 3 days, but it's all recorded. Even if you're busy and you can't join us live, you can catch all the recordings. And at the moment, I'm still allowing access to all my boot camps that I've ever done when you get in. It is next to nothing. If you can't spend a few dollars getting this stuff right, guys, then I wish you luck in this industry because this is just so, 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 so important. Okay, I think I've made my point. What do you think? I need to stop now. So remember, tomorrow, I will be live an hour and a half earlier than my normal time that I went live today because I'm hosting a webinar after that. And then I'll go into day 1 of the boot camp. And then the next day I'll be back at normal time. But I really look forward, coaching crew members, I really look forward to working with you on this week and hopefully helping you to see things a little bit differently and giving you some tools and some skills to develop yourselves to become the leader that you need to become to get the success that you are looking for. Think of yourself as a 6-figure earner. Do you have the skills to be a 6-figure earner? Are you deserving of a 6-figure income? Are you that person yet? If you're not, we need to grow into that. And sometimes that requires failure. Failure is not bad. It's just lessons we need to learn to become a better version of ourselves, to be worthy of a 6-figure income. Okay, so that's enough for me today. Thank you for joining me, guys. It's always a pleasure to have you guys on live and interacting with me, and I look forward to seeing you guys live tomorrow. Bye.